everyone, Glenda Mollet here, and I'm in my craft room today, and we're going to stamp a card using the new Floral Essence suite of products. We did this card at the latest Stamping Up On stage, which is like a convention, but it's smaller than a convention. It was held in Vancouver, BC, and we had such an amazing time. So this one uses the new Floral Essence stamp set, which looks like this, and the matching perennial flower punch. It uses some Magnolia Lane ribbon, some of the perennial essence floral centers, and let's see what's the perennial essence vellum. And in this case we're using the Grapefruit Grove one. And I've already stamped these because it takes a while for ink to dry on vellum. So here's the card we're making. And we're using Blackberry Bliss, Daffodil, Crushed Curry, and Grapefruit Grove inks. And here's the recipe for you. We're using Blackberry Bliss cardstock and Whisper White, and then the Perennial Essence vellum and designer paper. And this is the inside. And I don't know where my envelope is, so I'm going to stamp an extra envelope today, just so I have one. Alright, so get this stuff all out of the way. And this is a relatively quick and easy card to make. This is the card base, and the designer paper is just going to go right onto the card base. Isn't that amazing, designer paper? Oh, I love it. It looks like a painting. Okay, so let's get our tape. Even the back side is gorgeous on this paper. When I first saw it, I thought, oh, yeah, not for me. Oh, was I wrong? I love it when I'm wrong, because then I get to experience new stuff, step outside my comfort zone, and use products that don't appeal to me first time around. But once I saw it being used, then I loved it. Now, isn't that the case? Does that happen to you too? You think, oh, I don't want that. That doesn't suit me at all. It doesn't make my heart happy. And then you see somebody come up with a cute idea and you think, oh, crap. I need that now. So the good news is this paper is now going to be available for 12 months. At least. It'll be available right up until June of 2020. So lots of time to adopt it and use it. Oh, lost my garbage can. Okay, there we are. Designer paper is down on that. Now we're going to stamp the big flower from the Perennial Essence, or the Floral Essence stamp set, onto this cardstock. Oh, and then I want to show you a new product. So I'm going to get it out just so I don't forget. So one stamp and two stamps. And it doesn't matter if this overlaps, because you're going to cover up that overlapping part with your sentiment. So you're going to hide all the nasty muck in the middle. So let me get the new product out. Just have to find it. There it is. It is called a stamp cleaning pad. And I thought, oh my lord, with all the stuff we have to clean stamps, don't tell me I'm going to need another one. But I thought, let's try this out. So I'm going to clean, this is a photopolymer stamp, and I'm going to close my ink first of all. I'm going to clean it first with the Simply Chamois. Now I'm going to get out my stamp cleaning pad. And this is specifically for photopolymer stamps. So can you see how pink it is through there? I'm hoping it's coming up. So let's give it a good clean. and you think, oh, it's nice and clean, but look at this. Just look at that. Look how much cleaner it gets it. Now it does leave a kind of a film on it, so it says on the back, is that the back or the instructions? Maybe it was the instructions that came with it, to wash your stamp and your block right away. So I can't because I'm in the middle of a video, so I'm just going to do it on the Simply Chamois again. But look how much cleaner that got it. Yeah, who knew? Okay, so I'm going to put that aside now because we're done with that. And I'm going to get the crushed curry so we can do the center of the flowers. This stamp set has 3 different flowers and 3 different centers. So you just kind of use the one that fits with whatever flower you're using. So we're using this flower and we're going to use this center. And it's in crushed curry. And we're just going to line it up. Remember, when you're doing this, the longer you take to line it up, the better. See, that should have been a little bit lower. Oh, and that one's too low. Oh, well. Oh, I just noticed. Look what's hiding under here. There's a 3rd one. And I forgot there was 3, so now we'll just stamp a 3rd one. And I'm hoping I didn't get them too far over. There we go. Oh, I need this color again because I have to stamp the sentiment. So let's just do that while it's here. And then I'll do the centers. All right, so the sentiment says, with friendly thoughts and best wishes today and every day. Sometimes you just want to send a just because card to a friend. There we go. Now let's get the other center stamped on this flower. Maybe I'll be able to line this one up properly. You never know. Nope, it's just a little off, but that's okay. You know, I'm letting it go. Just letting it go. Okay, so now we're going to put this right onto our card front using the tear-in tape. This tape is uber sticky and nothing will fall off. It's really good for making boxes and other 3D stuff. And if you do the rabbit ear thing with your liner, then it's easy to put down without it sticking where you don't want it before you're ready. Okay, here's that. Now let's see, which way do I want it? So this is going to cover that up. Don't want it that way. Okay, this is the way it's going. Get it all lined up before I push the corners down. There we are, that'll do. All right, now we need the punch and the vellum. So this vellum has, it's kind of like an almost fuzzy side and a non-fuzzy side. And then one of them, because I stamped a bunch of them, this one. So one is on the fuzzy side and one is on the not fuzzy side. And you can't really tell the difference, so I don't think it will matter. Oh yeah, there it is. So there's that's the fuzzy side. So it doesn't do quite as a crisp an image as the smooth side. So just beware of what side of the vellum you're using. Okay, we're going to punch these out. And this is the fuzzy one, but I'm going to use it underneath for the bottom set of petals, so it doesn't matter that it didn't get a good crisp image on it. And if you want, if non-defined is what you're looking for, then by all means use the fuzzy. Now it's not really fuzzy, it's kind of, I don't know how to describe it, it's really weird. It's like a low pile fuzz. There we are. And one more. Each of these flowers need 2 sets of petals. Can't get this lined up properly. There we are. Okay. Put that there. Now, make sure you get the right side up. And I just took my bone folder, wherever it is. Hello, bone folder. Where did you go? There it is. I just took my bone folder, put my nail on the edge there, and just kind of bent them under a bit. You could bend them up if you want. I don't think it really matters. You can leave them flat. See how quick it is? Just to give this a little... And with vellum, you don't have to be as careful as you do with cardstock, because vellum doesn't tear as easy. It still tears, so beware of that. Okay, so now I want the fuzzy side. So that's that one. That's a smooth one. And that's a fuzzy one. Yeah. Because I want the ones that don't have a lot of definition on the bottom. I'm going to put a dab of Tombow right in the center, and then take the other one and just plunk it down over top of it. And by using Tombow, you get a bit of time to move it around and get it exactly where you want it. So then just hold it for a couple of seconds till it grabs hold. And we'll do the same thing for this one. Little dab will do ya. That was a hair commercial, I believe. Maybe it was Brill Cream. Yeah, it was a long time ago. Okay. So there's my flowers done. Oh, look, I have a blob there. Must have stuff on my fingers. It's a good thing that one's going to get covered up. We're going to put them on here like this. And see, by the time you slide this underneath, you don't see all the mess. But you need to put Tombow on the back of these. Not every glue will work. We tried glue dots. Yeah, they're not very good holding this vellum down. So I'm going to take this, make sure I cover up that yellow blotch up there, and put it there, and then put this one here. And now I'm just going to hold it, because it needs, Tombow needs a couple of seconds to grab a hold of the paper. Okay, these are the Perennial Essence Floral Centers. Look at these. Aren't they the coolest fuzzy little critters you've ever seen? They finished the card, let me tell you. So you just put it in the middle of your flower and push it down, because they're self-adhesive. They're on little tiny dimensionals. Come on. Yeah, here we go. And these you get 18 in the container. So you can see how many I've used already. Now, let's flag the end of this. So you cut down the middle and then cut towards your center cut from both corners. And hopefully you get it relatively straight. Alright, now we need to see how much I need to cut off, because it has to fit underneath the flowers, and I don't want it to hang out past the edge of the card, but I want it to be out far enough that you get to see all of the words. And then we need some dimensionals on it. There we are. This is one of those cards that you could whip up 20 or 30 of them at a time. And once you have everything cut, it doesn't take long at all. Okay, now we have to figure out where the best place is. Right there, I think. Then I just have to lift up the petals of the flowers without this gluing itself down. Oh, that's not going to work because you won't be able to see it. Oh well. It's going right there. Look at that. It's done. Now we just need some of the Magnolia Lane ribbon combo pack. Now this is 2 different ribbons, completely different ribbons. Different color, different size, everything. Oh dear. I might just run out of this before I get my club done. 'Cause I don't think I cut it for club. Oh well. Alright, now I'm trying to find the end. There it is. So we're just going to tie a little itty bitty bow. So make 2 rabbit ears. Like that. And just tie them. And I haven't pulled it tight yet there, because I wanted to make sure it was the size that I wanted. Now I need a pair of scissors that are sharp, and just cut this off. And let's put those scissors away because they are so sharp. I don't want to cut my finger again. Now I'm going to see if I can just train these to go. Instead of sticking up, I want them to stick down. There we go. Alright, now glue dots. Glue dots is about the only thing you can use to hold ribbon on. Because if you try to use glue, it kind of soaks into the fabric and doesn't do anything. So I'm just, see, I'm curling it with my scissors because I just want it narrow. I don't want it sticking out past the edge of the bow. And then I just stick that on the back of the bow, get it off of my scissors, and just play with it some more. And then we'll just stick it right there. There we go. So the card's done. The card is fini. So now we need the inside and the envelope. And the inside, all I did was just stamp 1. And the card is oriented this way, so I'll do that before I get carried away here. And do 1 for the inside, 1 on the envelope, and then in another envelope because I've lost the envelope for that one. Could be that we never made one and I didn't bother to do one when we got home. that's okay, because I have one now. Now the flower center. Let's see how good I can get this one lined up. There we go. There's one. And two. One for the center. There we go. That's it. A very quick and easy card. Sometimes you need a whole whack of them. And that's where I like to use my designer paper for the background. We have embossing folders and we have stamps and all sorts of stuff that you can use as a background, but every once in a while it's kind of nice just to have some designer paper. See, I've got yellow all over my fingers. It's going to wipe them off. Hopefully I won't get yellow. Oh, well, the card is Blackberry Bliss, so even if I do get yellow on it, you'll never see it because it's dark. There we are. And my card. Put this inside. Oop. Still lost my bunny ear. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. Didn't take long to make that card. So there's the one we made today. Here's the original one. Now, let me show you that paper. It's very pretty. And on one side there's a floral print, and on the other side there's a non-floral print. I've used a whole bunch of this already. Okay, so look at this. Look, look. And then look at that on the other side. Don't you just love the colors? Makes you just want to touch them. And then there's this one. And this on the flip side. And this one looks like water lilies. And then look at this. What a fabulous background that's going to be. So you've seen that one. And there's this one with this green, and this is the one I just used on the card. And I think you saw that one already. That belongs to that one. And then there's this one. Beautiful roses. And look at that. Wow, so cool. And there's the back side. Even this side is pretty. Well, there you go. A walk through the Floral Essence world. Thanks so much for joining me today. If you're part of the June Club and you need to put your order in online, there's the hostess code for it. If you are watching this because I've released it to the general public and you'd like to place an order, you can find my current host code in my Facebook page, on my Facebook page, in my craft room Stamping with Glenda, or you can email me at gjmollet@shaw.ca. I'd love to hear from you. Thanks very much for joining me in my craft room today. Stamping smiles. Bye for now.